Thank you, Mr. Chair, for giving me opportunity to express our view on the second topic, namely climate change response. Mr. Chair, dear colleagues, climate change has become the biggest and most urgent global challenge that requires the commitment, concerted effort, and cooperation of all countries in the world. Vietnam is forecasted to be among the countries was affected by climate change, especially the sea level rise. In recent years, the National Assembly of Vietnam has approved a number of legal documents in aspect of climate change, such as law on environmental protection, law on efficient and economical use of energy, forest protection and development law, water resource law, etc. Especially, the issue of climate change has been recently included in new Constitution of Vietnam in 2013. In addition, the National Assembly also conducts a wide range of thematic monitoring activity with regard to climate change. The issue of climate change response is integrated into the Vietnam National Assembly resolutions of social economic development plans and taken into account in the process of law project examination and approval. Besides, the efficiency of budget allocation for climate change response has been improved. The cooperative mechanism between domestic and foreign funds for that purpose has also been strengthened. Vietnam has also been undertaking strong and concrete measures, including development and implementation of the National Target Program on Climate Change Response, the National Strategy on Climate Change, and the Strategy on Green Growth 2012-2020. The country is also strongly committed to the global efforts, including joining the UN REDD, developing national program on REDD, and encouraging foreign and domestic investment into clean projects in the country. Mr. Chair, dear colleagues, in response to climate change, promote sustainable development and move toward a low carbon economy, Vietnam would like to cooperate with other countries and international and regional organizations. We would like to continue receiving effective assistance in funding, technology, and capacity building. In that line, Vietnam would like to make some proposals as follows. Number one, set up cooperation among nations on reasonable use of natural resources and environmental protection for sustainable development. Number two, exchange expertise and transfer environmental friendly technologies. There should be forums, programs, projects where experience could be shared in disaster prevention, conservation of natural resources, and biodiversity. A system to share information on early warning and prediction of natural hazards, coordinate in emergencies, and produce quick preliminary assessment and post-disaster recovery should be put in place. Number three, promote cooperation in response to climate change, sea level rise, development of scenarios, coordination of responses to extreme weathers, including droughts, floods, tsunamis, and earthquakes, etc. Center to observe pattern and movement of pollutant, greenhouse gases, and cross-border pollution phenomena should be established. Regional centers on climate change technology should also be put in place by making use of existing mechanisms like the East Asia Low Carbon Growth sponsored by Japan or other related bilateral and multilateral cooperation frameworks. We hope and believe that our parliamentarians and our RPPF will play a very important role and have a heavy responsibility to climate change response in the region and in the world. Thank you for your attention. And Mr. Chair.